Working from home can be a lot of fun, but we have to make sure that our productivity game is also at its top. So for that, a workspace which is minimal but functional can go a long way. So let us set up one for ourselves today. Hi friends, my name is Ashwini. I welcome you all today to my channel. Now, when I started working from home, I liked the variety of spaces that I could work from, maybe on my couch, maybe on my bed, at a table, or on the floor. But soon I realized there is actually a need for a dedicated workspace like the one we have in our office, because that work kind of triggers your brain and signals it that this space or this area is only for working. So the first thing that I did was a dedicated workspace setup. Now this ideally has to be a table and a chair where you can sit comfortably and work. But then if you don't have that option of a table and a chair, you can always use those smaller tables and sit on the floor to work. And that actually is a better position health wise to sit down on the floor with your legs crossed. But if that is not an option and your sofa is or your couch in the living room is the only place where you can even work and eat and chill and all at the same time, it can be a little harder. So just to make this easier, one part of the couch can be used to just work and the other part of the couch can be used to just chill and watch TV and eat and whatnot. This physical barrier, this small physical barrier will allow your brain to trigger itself that this area is to be more focused and more attentive, and this area is to relax and rejuvenate. That will help you to ensure that your productivity is high during your work time, and at the same time you are very nicely and relaxed when it is not your work time or it is your, like we IT engineers call, off business hours. Now, where do we set up this workspace? Ideally, it should be in a well-lit area, preferably near a window or a terrace. The reason is so that you get enough sunshine, and sunshine actually has a role of keeping you more energized and more active. As opposed to if you have your table in a dark corner, first it will be a little more strain on your eyes because your eyes are continuously looking at a bright screen in a dark area. And when this happens continuously, your eyes will be tired. Eventually, you will get tired and not perform to your maximum productivity or to your maximum efficiency. But a space that is near the window will get sunshine, which is, let's face it, nowadays very difficult because we are not going out as much. So that sunshine will keep you energized and activated. The only drawback here is make sure that you are not facing exactly towards the window, because then people like me, I get a lot of distraction when I'm facing outside, looking at the leaves, looking at the trees. While sometimes it is good when you are taking a break, but while you are working, that can serve as a lot of distraction. So keep it somewhere adjacent to the wall, adjacent to the window. That way you will make sure that you are getting enough light also. At the same time, you are not getting distracted with what is happening outside the window. Also, what you can do is wherever you are sitting, have a plant near you. This is not for decoration purposes, although it would make your place look a little more better, just like the way this plant is doing. Instead of having a plant, if you don't want to have a full plant or you can't take care of one, just have few leaves from your garden or somewhere outside and put it in a glass full of water and keep it at your desk. The reason for doing this is basically unintentionally when we are working, we tend to wander here and there and look here and there. So when you are looking at these leaves, this green color basically has a natural tendency to relax your eyes when you are looking away from the screen. So unintentionally throughout the day when you are looking at that, you are actually helping your eyes to relax from the strain that is happening through the screen, and at the same time you are just having some green things around which makes you feel like it's a natural environment. At your desk, what I tend to do is, in order to focus more, I listen to some lo-fi music or any music with just instrumental background and not any lyrics, because then I would get distracted. And when I put on these headphones, it kind of helps me to focus more on my work when that music is going around. Now see, listening to music is your personal choice whether you want to do it or not, but I would highly suggest to get a pair of headphones that you can put on, because with my experience I noticed that the only cue of putting that headphones on helped me to focus more. Sometimes I realized that I focused for 2-3 hours straight and then I realized I did not even put on the music, but just having those headphones on can help you focus more. Now obviously those noise cancellation headphones that you get, those are really nice in order to stay distraction free, but those can be a little bit pricey. So any earphones basically which is over your ears and not in your ears. So over your ears can give you a little bit more protection towards the noise that is there around in your surroundings. I just use a basic one that comes with my computer that I had bought, and those work just as fine and I don't face any distraction. The second advantage of using a headphones is when you have your headphones on, let your family members know that this is a time for you to focus and you are not to be disturbed. So they will make sure that if you have your headphones on, they will not come and distract you and break the focus of your flow of work. So that way it can help you to focus more and also stay away from the distractions that might happen from the family members that are around. At your desk, also make sure that whatever you need is at a hand's reach, because for example your stapler, or if you need why do you need a stapler, maybe your headphones, maybe your charger, maybe your phone's charger, everything is within the reach of your hands, because once you sit for your work, you do not want to get up every now and then to grab one or the other thing that you need. At office it's very nice because you have a pedestal, you keep things there. Same way you can use a drawer of your workspace to keep those things. If you're not sitting on a table, make sure that you have a nice basket or a container kind of a thing, or a shoebox for that matter, where you put all your stuff and you keep it with you when you're working at all times, so that you're not running around breaking your workflow focus, and at the same time everything is there. For me especially, I also keep a cloth when I'm working, because God knows I can spill things literally all the time. So and then I had to get up and clean the desk and all. So I always keep a cloth. Whenever I'm spilling something, I can just wipe it off, and I don't have to get up from my place every now and then to clean my desk or grab things that I need for my work. Okay, now your workspace is set up, you have put on your headphones, your family is not disturbing you, you have everything that you need around to start working. But still, there is one thing that will distract you a lot. I hope you have guessed it by now. It is your phone. Those blings and notifications and those sounds that keep coming from your phone always tend to distract you, at least me. And even if you put your phone upside down and you are put it in silent mode and it's not on vibration, still the thought of is there any message or is there any call that has come makes you anxious, and literally having your phone on your desk, can even upside down, can be a big distraction for yourself. So obviously there is this option of keeping your phone away in a drawer, but let's face it, nowadays phones are really important. It's like one of our body parts, we can't keep it away from us. So what we can do is, instead of making this phone distract us, we can use this phone in order to focus more. Let me tell you how we can do this. I use the app called as Forest. So basically what happens is, if you want to sit for like 50 minutes straight, you set up a timer for 50 minutes, and for those 50 minutes a tree keeps growing on the screen of the app. Now if you want to touch your screen, it will show small cute messages like leave me alone or go focus on your work and all. But even if you ignore those messages and still go ahead and scroll something else or go on some other screen, the tree will actually die. Yeah, and it is, being the kind person that you are, you would not want the tree to die, right? So it is a very cute and a forceful way for you to stay focused. And also one more advantage of this app is, at the end of the day you get to see your forest, basically how many trees you have planted. So that will give you an idea for how long were you productive during the entire day. So I highly recommend the Forest app. Okay, so if I'm supposed to have a dedicated workspace like office to work, I also need a dedicated hangout space like office to hang out. I know this is funny, but think about it. That time which you actually took with your co-workers to walk to a nearby, chai tapri or a coffee shop, or maybe even your office pantry, was actually a time away from your screen where you were conversing with other people and being in the physical world than in the virtual world. But if you don't do that at home, what is the option? You will go on your bed, scroll on your phone, or you will go in front of your TV on a couch and start watching your TV. So basically what you will do is not talk to anyone and look at your screen. And surprise, that is the same thing that you are doing when you are working, right? So in order to take an actual break, what me and my husband do is, whenever we go downstairs where we have our water filter, when we fill our waters, we'll stand there, we'll take the coffee break actually standing there, talking to each other and not looking at our screens, just trying to imitate what we had in our office work. So when I come back and I look at my screen, it is still okay because I am a little bit more refreshed. With the actual break where I took and I went and spoke to another person, and I was actually outside of my virtual world and into my physical world. If you stay alone, obviously there is an option to speak to someone over the phone or read a book or something that is away from the screen, and take your cup of coffee or chai and then just stand in the window if that's the only option. But stay away from the screens is what I mean to say here. Last but not the least, the most important thing is at the end of each workday, make sure that you are stepping out of this workspace. If you're sitting down on the floor, just grab all the things and close the work, because at office you would put your laptop, shut your laptop down and put it in your bag and walk away from that space, which gives you a which is a mental trigger for you to know that now it is time to stay off business hours, like we try to call it. But at home, with the same space and the same time area around, it becomes difficult. So make sure that you're walking away from that workspace, cleaning up the things to ensure that even if it is a small space that you are staying in, you are ensuring that there is a dedicated time to work and there is a dedicated time to relax, so that the next day when you start your work, you're very productive, you're very refreshed and rejuvenated. Working from home can be very convenient, but we have to be very intentional with the time that we are spending at work and the time that we are spending at relaxation, and there is a proper division between the two. To help with this more, I have created 2 other videos which you can check out, and if this video helps you to set up your minimal workspace, just let me know by showing some love and giving a thumbs up to this video, and I will see you in the next video. You take care. By then, bye.